Hello everybody, you know what time it is? It's around 6:35 Pacific time on the West Coast, and it's the WooF Ditty show here. We're going to gather our audience to the Facebook live streaming All Dog Network, worldwide alldognetwork.com. Alldognetwork.com is the website that we want to talk about. We're at woofthedriver.com on Facebook. I'm WooF Ditty, Bucky here, and it's a Thursday evening. And we have some cool stuff tonight. Alicia Morris, hi. I try to say hello to everyone that comments on here if I can, you know, as much as I can, and not miss it as we're going along here. We're jumping and jamming here, a little groove tonight. And last couple nights we've been doing some different stuff. And if you've watched the shows, you know what I mean. We're talking about some behavioral stuff. Picking up some slack for the behavioral people that we have as hosts that have taken a sabbatical for a while, vacation, and so we're going to pick up the slack on any questions you have. We talked about dog biting, someone asked about last night, and I haven't really had a chance to delve into it as thorough as I'd like, but we're going to check into it tonight. A lot of good, cool things going on tonight. We have a special breed tonight. Our breed tonight is a Bernese mountain dog. Bernese mountain dog. Very, very pretty dog with tricolored. And they're pretty consistently purebred color combination. It's not like there's a whole bunch of different color combinations in the Bernese mountain dog. So we're going to talk about the Bernese tonight. We've got some pictures of them, of course, as usual. And the Ditty tonight, Sue, hey, hope you are well. Tell Buster a hi. I will do that. He's outside hanging out. Rebecca, hi. Tonight's the Bernese mountain dog is our breed of the night. A very good looking dog. And I really like this one. I like them all. You know that. So we got a ditty on the Bernese, Benny the Bernese mountain dog. A little ditty about him, a little rock and roll track this time. And we'll do that. Then we want to show the WooF driver doing some cool stuff. When we go to the husky section about the WooF pack, and we're just grooving here with a little jump and jamming, and we're turning it over some nice meditation tracks to keep us mellow here while we're watching, in case your dogs are watching as well. On the guitars tonight. Keep this kind of in the background. But we're gaining some new customers here, our new audience, watchers, I might say. The last, I've been watching the names. You know, I see a lot of our loyal people who tune in almost every night if they can, and then we see some new people, you know, that are joining us, and you know, hopefully it's from sharing or just the word gets out or whatever the case. More dog lovers that just want to get involved. Deborah Trainer, hello, I'm great tonight, thank you again. I've been lucky. I've had good days almost every day, you know, trying to stay healthy, you know, eat right, exercise, hang out with the pup, the pooch, you know, he's a trip. He keeps me busy, you know, when he's not chill. Even when he's chill, he you know, all of a sudden jumps out of nowhere and he hears something, he's barking and going, wants to go check it out. He's just got that kind of energy. You gotta love it, you know. It'd be boring if he was just laying around and he had no personality. Well, I'm lucky to have Buster, no doubt. And so, you know, we've been talking about all kinds of things throughout the shows in the last 3 months. You know, we talk about tools that you can use to exercise your bike, walk with the dog app, you know, the DNA stuff, all the music, the videos, talking about some of the artists that we have, the singers that sing these songs, telling you who they are, where you can find out about them and what they do, and their personal projects as artists and recording people and so forth, and music, and some interesting stuff, which we're going to bring up again tonight we'll take a moment to point these things out, or where you can find some of these people and their other material that they do other than our dog music and productions that we've done. They do other things, commercial projects, pretty interesting stuff, and very, very talented singers and songwriters and musicians. So we have a variety of people involved with the WooF Play Band and producing stuff. And tonight I'm going to actually share with you my website, show you what I do, and share that particular entity. I write jingles and do music production, and I'll show you my website so maybe you can spread the word on that. You know, and it all comes around and goes around. The business, the fun, the pleasure. You know, this is a pretty much a non-profit show we do here on the streaming Facebook channel. There's no commercials, there's no politics. It's just all about the love of dogs, and we try to just give information and so forth. And like I said, if you have any questions about you know, behavioral problems and stuff of this nature, I'm going to look at something here for just a moment. And see if I can...
By training your dog in...
I want to watch a video together. And I haven't watched it. And, you know, anybody can pull this up. And I figured, hey, this might be interesting to look at together. Because someone asked last night, and because I don't have the show in the comments in front of me, I can't mention exactly who it was, Betsy or someone, about, you know, as an 8-month-old or something like that puppy, how do you stop them from biting? You know how they do, nipping and mouthing and biting. And so there's a couple of things we can look at here. I'm going to go ahead and look it over here, and we'll talk about that. Actually, why don't we do that right after we talk about a little bit about our breed of the night, the Bernese mountain dog, some facts and figures and facts on that particular pooch. Then we'll get into these other parts of the show. Let's set this back a little bit. So let's get started with that and take a look at what these guys look like. Introduce Benny. I make up these names for them. And the Ditty. Ditty will play the ditty, a little musical ditty about the Bernese mountain dog. This is what they look like. They're just beautiful. How's that? I'm wondering if I turn the light down, it's better here to see the contrast. This is the Bernese mountain dog. Now you see the tricolor. This is pretty consistent. The black, the white, and the rust. They're just absolutely beautiful. There's the little puppo pooch. How cute is this little guy? They're just adorable. Look at this one. I just love their colors and those ears. They're so beautiful, Amanda says. Yes. Bernese mountain dog. How sweet. Looks awesome. Look at this. They just look so together. And I talk about a few things in the ditty, which is kind of fun, you know. I just love their look. And what's interesting on this particular breed versus a lot, most all the others, other than a few, you know, only come in one kind of purebred color combination. This is the way it is. It's the way it is. It's not like you've got a white one, a red one, like labs, you know. Chocolate, orange, yellow, white. Just beautiful dogs. Look at these guys. There's Mama and Papa, Mama and Puppy. So we'll look at those pictures some more. They're very sweet looking. Very, very sweet. Just so cute. Just so cute. Okay. So some of the things about them. Basic information, of course, the pronunciation. Bernese mountain dog. These are cheerful dogs that love children, and that's the first thing off the bat I'll mention. And they're very intelligent, easy to train, and are natural watchdogs. I like that, but not overly dominant. The Bernese Mountain Dog will be your friend for life, self-confident, alert, and good-natured, and be sure to socialize them well as a puppy, of course, like most all dogs. These dogs are slow to mature. They act like puppies longer than other breeds. I kind of like that, because we all wish our kids and our dogs don't ever grow up. We love them as puppies because they're so cute. So that's a neat thing to know about them if you're looking for a purebred dog or anything. The Bernese Mountain Dog might be a great choice. It will keep me young at heart for a long time, Bernese needs to be with people, not confined to a backyard or a kennel. These dogs are sensitive and should be trained firmly, but gently, of course. And owners will only run into issues with the dog if they are not displaying the natural leadership towards the dog, which is the case 99.9% of the time with any breed, any dog. It's the nature of the dog for you to be the human, the alpha. And treating him more like their baby and lacking in knowledge as to what dogs instinctively need to be stable-minded. You don't like that. Owners that fail to convince the dog that humans are the alpha might find themselves with a totally different dog than what is described. Cheerful, intelligent, easy to train, all that. You don't do that. Caroline, hi y'all from England. Good to see you. Whereabouts in England are you? If you don't mind me asking. So for a dog to feel secure, it needs to know clearly the rules, so they can be followed, and thriving in the structure, keep it consistent, along with that daily pack walk to satisfy its instinct and migrate. Bernese Mountain Dog was bred for draft work and can be trained to pull a cart or wagon, which is kind of cool. Pull me around. Height, somewhere males about 2 feet to 28 inches, females inch less, 23, 27 inches average. Weight, 85 to 110 pounds. Female, 80 to 105 pounds. So it's not a huge difference in the gender difference in their height or their weight average. Any health problems? They're prone to bloat, cancer and eyelid problems as well, hip and elbow dysplasia, gain weight easily, so you don't want to overfeed them. And they're prone to mast cell tumors, so you got to watch out, what you're feeding them, and keep track of all these things if you feel anything. The other thing is, about this bloating. What I understood when we talked about this weeks ago with another breed that easily bloats, meant that they ate too much too fast. Rather than spreading out their rationing of the amount of food they're supposed to have throughout 24 hours. Gave too much at one time. They have time to digest it properly, and it would hang up in the places there that bloat. So it's prone to that. So you got to be very careful, especially in this one where they do gain weight easily. It's good to know this. So this is how you take care of that, and do the best you can with that kind of allocation of their food. Living conditions they're not recommended for apartment life. These guys, they're relatively inactive indoors and will do best in at least a large yard, fenced-in yard too. And because of their thick coats, they're sensitive to the heat and would do much better in a colder temperature. Mountain dog. So if you're living in Miami, maybe that's not the place to have a Bernese Mountain Dog. But if you're in Colorado, up in the east, or up in the northwest, where it gets cold enough, just common sense stuff. And this is the reason we go over this stuff. It's like people looking for dogs, they'll go see a dog, or they'll see this, and they go, oh, I want one of those, before they think, well, I live in Tahiti. Oops. Be miserable for this guy, and you're not going to shave him. I mean, that's what their nature, they look so, that's what they are. So anyway, there's just so many breeds, and so you got to be careful. And then we talk about that a lot when you go to think about you're going to get a dog or another dog, or whatever the case, and you go to the shelters and you start looking around. Hopefully you're rescuing first. How about Michigan? I would say in Michigan you're good. I mean, the summertime, obviously it's usually hot everywhere. You keep them inside where it's cool. But I'm talking about the overall temperature, and they're not indoor dogs. So when you take them out, for a walk, and it's like 110 degrees in Palm Springs, I don't think so. You wouldn't have one living in the desert. At least I wouldn't. So Michigan's great. It gets cold in the winter. and most, it's great. The seasons are beautiful, so I think you're okay there. Just extreme temperature, that's not good, and for any dog, if you think about it. So you should use your best judgment, you know what I mean? It's all good. I really don't know if they're swimmers or not. So that would be another thing. It was hot weather. You put them in a swimming pool, or you take them out to the lake, Michigan, or wherever you are, the ocean, if they're on an ocean coast or something like that. Okay, good question, Joanne. Thank you for asking that. We're just trying to use common sense. It's all I can do because I'm not that smart. I learn as I go. Life expectancy, though, is not as long as most. It's 6 to 8 years, and it's decreased in the recent years from 10 to 12 years because the health survey, the average age was 7.2 years. Cancer is unfortunately a large part of that burner world, and many burners die young. I know that several have died cancer at 3 and 4 years old. And this is nothing unusual. David Saylor is here tonight. He's one of our fine vocalists on the male vocals on 99%. I'm doing well. I'm good. From the UK. They're over in the UK. We're just going to talk about you guys tonight, and again mention where you can be found in your music and your personal careers and so forth with you and your daughter Romani, and talking about Rebecca and Jackie as well, what they do, and expose your material, to these people that are watching our show about the dogs, the love of dogs. We're just still doing it, still doing it, trying to keep this thing going with the WooF driver. He's a very busy guy, and it's a constant, he's constantly with those dogs, So after we do the Bernese mountain dog facts and figures and play this little ditty I did about them, then we're going to talk about, actually we mentioned you guys, I'm going to talk about dog biting. Someone asked about how do you prevent puppies from, actually that's David in the background here, Mr. Saylor, in this meditation music, cycling through, saying WooF dreams. That's him. He's done some fantastic work with us. We'll play some of this stuff tonight. Maybe we'll play one of the AC/DC parodies that he sang. It's outstanding. And then I'll go to where you can find him. But if you do Google these people, just Google, if I Googled right now, I'm going to turn this light back on real quick here for y'all. If I Google David A. Saylor, and stuff comes up. Let's just pick this one, Ship to Nowhere, or The Strength of One. Let's do that one. Now, he has a lot of albums out. Now, when it comes up on the Bing search, all the videos there, there's just a tons of stuff right in the header. So all you guys, please do check David out. He's just wonderful, and he's got so much stuff, and Spanish as well. So amazing stuff, and you can get his material. You can get it on various places, Amazon, or you'll see where his albums are for sale, and you can preview all this stuff. Okay, I'm right there right now, looking at it. So David A. Saylor, middle initial A. Look that up. Search it on Bing or Google. Boom, there it is. Make it easy. And Amazon does have his things. I can see it here. He has over 2.5 million followers on Twitter, just so you know how excellent his performances are. And he's just a great guy. Just a genuine guy. There's no, you don't have any Ozzy Osbourne, Gene Simmons egos here, okay? Just so you guys know. His daughter, you can look her up, Romani, Romany, Romani Saylor, Saylor. He has taught her so well. She's an amazing, beautiful, bird-like voice, and she's done some great stuff. Tons of stuff with us. And matter of fact, I'm going to play, if I can, an original we did with her and David, her dad, and the Rebecca, one of the other singers, about one of Wolf Driver's, one of the 4 Wolf Pack, the only female princess. And David actually produced and wrote the music to this himself. I didn't do this one. And they arranged this thing. It's unbelievable. And then what it is they've taken the Wolf Driver's words about his dog, Princess, and put them into this incredible ballad. It's kind of like a pop ballad. In fact, I'm going to play that just a second here. So hang tight with me. What I'm going to do is find that real quick. I've got all this. I have to put my glasses on like an old man here to see what the heck I'm doing. So the bear, well, we're getting scattered around here. I wasn't quite through with the Bernese mountain dog. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the next thing I'm going to do. Let me just do a couple things here. Okay. Just bear with me. Just bear with the guy here. And we're going to have some fun here. We're going to have some fun tonight, doing all kinds of different things. Okay? Let's see what I can find here, what I'm looking for. We've got all kinds of good stuff here. We'll find it. But you keep hearing this Wolf Dreams. That's David doing that. Let's see. I'll find it in just a second. I'm getting close here. I see something here.
Wolf Dreams.
That's not it. Bear with the man here. Nobody's in a hurry. It's early. I just want to find the right video. This guy's got so many videos about the dogs and the songs and there's so much stuff we've done over a period of years. It's crazy. If y'all go to wooftunes.com, I think I've told you about that a bunch of times. That there's just all this material you can see. Listen to some of it on SoundCloud. You can look at the videos. Look at all this stuff. There we go. Okay, let me pull this up here. We'll get that going in just a minute. Okay, now what we're going to do is let me play. I'm going to silence this beautiful meditation music just for a moment. I'm going to pause this for us. And we're going to play the ditty about the Bernese mountain dog. This is about Benny, the Bernese mountain dog. Good, Paul.
Bernese mountain dog. You know, Benny is a large, strong, sturdy, agile kind of dog.
Good.
He's shiny as a penny. That's Benny. His body is slightly longer than his tail. A handsome, very handsome, loving male. His teeth, meat and scissors bite. Lets him chomp his food. He's old just right at night. That's Benny, the Bernese mountain dog. Shiny as a penny is my Benny. Now, base color of Benny is black. Look here, he has a white blaze on his chest and white on his head. Toes to the tip of his tail, it's all blaze white. But wait, he's got rust color on his cheeks. Reach to the corners of his mouth, plus over each eye reach. That's Benny. On both sides of his chest is still a rust color on 4 legs. Underneath his tail, where
Hi, Suzanne Roth. I'll be with you in a minute here.
shiny as a penny, my beautiful Benny, the Bernese mountain dog. Look here, as added bonus, Benny can pull a cart, but wouldn't you know it? He's very, very, very smart. That's a Benny, the Bernese mountain dog. Rock and roll for me, Benny. You're shining as a penny, my Benny. The Bernese mountain dog. Benny, the Bernese mountain dog. Come on, Benny, let's rock out of here.
Yeah, that's Benny the Bernese mountain dog. Little ditty we put together there before the show. Just having fun with this stuff. Not taking too serious. Buster's over back and he's barking at somebody. So Suzanne says, I'm glad you're here. I would like to get a dog, but the apartment I live in, the manager says the dog can only be a small dog of 50 pounds. What kind of dog should I look at? And what kind of dog should I get? Boy, I wish I could answer that question. Here's what I would do. Okay, first thing I would do, if you have a shelter, closest shelter. Buster's making noise out there because somebody's out there. They're very cute dogs, though. But you go to the shelter. First step. There's a checklist. Go to the shelter and tell them you're looking for a dog that's under 50 pounds. They'll take you and show you what they have. And then if you don't see something that you connect with there, go to another shelter. That's the first thing I would do. Chances are, there'll be somebody out there for you, and you'll connect. Chances. At least 50-50, right? Chances are. But whatever the case. So right now, what we're going to do, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to do a couple things. First thing I'm going to do is we're talking about our artists that are wonderful, that have participated hours and hours and toiled, well, I wouldn't say toiled, but worked very hard in the studio, helped putting these dog songs together. And the Wolf Driver's written all this stuff, and us as musicians, I love Buster. Cool. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, he's a good guy. No doubt. We love him too. So I'm going to stay on track here for a moment. Romany, David's daughter, is singing this song. And I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to play it. And it's about Princess. Okay? A loving, stubborn husky. Now, a little story behind this. She's now 14 years old. So the Wolf Driver got her when she was 4 years young. You'll hear that in the first line of the song. And so she's 10 years old with the Wolf Driver. And she has a little bit of the hip arthritis thing going on. So he makes sure, that he takes her out and exercises as much as possible every day. So it, just work through it. Doesn't sit around and get stiff and old. And, that's what you got to do. You got to get out and keep the juices flowing, just like humans. Probably even more so with the dogs. So what I'm going to do, I want to play Princess is the girl, and her dad, David, who I told you about, who's just a wonderful singer. I'm going to play one of his AC/DC tribute songs, a parody that Wolf Driver wrote. It'll blow you away if you haven't heard it yet. Okay, blew me away. Still does. But I'm going to play this right here. Let me get on track here and find... We got a lot to do tonight, okay? A lot to do. So bear with me. Let's watch this together. Let me get the volume up right. And you're welcome, Paul. This is what it looks like. This is now what the Wolf Driver's done on every one of these pieces of material that we've all produced together, the Wolf Play Band, in which case this particular track was, I played the lead guitar over all the rest of the track that David and Romany produced, and they're over in England, in the UK, believe it or not. We do this, the technology is amazing that we can do this together. But that's a little like an album cover for the song. You see the Wolf Driver logo, which you know where you are now on that site. But look how cool. There's a little paw. There's Princess. And Princess is the girl of Wolf Driver's world. He absolutely adores her, as he does the other three male, Jag, Chase, and Zorro. But let's listen to this. It's just a fun song, and it's pretty cool. That's Romany, Sailor. Good, Debbie. Thank you.
She's a woolly husky that can be a little fussy. Don't let her burn hair
rewind.
She has added another dimension.
Sorry, technical. Hudson has since passed.
A typical love and a stubborn husky that just needed to run. This day needed to be challenged to gain her balance and assert her power, to devour her one side and tame a flame. What's the name of the game? She had to engage.
She's great, isn't she, Caroline? There's David. Other young lady on the other side, the blonde, is Rebecca. There's Bucky on the lead. Yep. Timeless song. It's like you just did it. Yes, she is, Paul.
After they shed the leash, they were able to proceed to the heart of the dream, to run free and pull the card without her heart. This is the start of the best part, and how we've to retain this young heart. When Princess is the guide of whose traverse world.
Is that awesome or what? I mean, those folks are so talented. They arranged that, wrote it, the music to that, all those lyrics that the WooF driver wrote. All I did on that was play that lead guitar over the top of what they did. And it's amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So, having said that, I want to switch gears here just a little bit and move over, and I really want to show you guys about Mr. Sailor and what he does. I could show you some old stuff, but let's show you some new stuff real quick, and kind of show you what he's up to here. This is his new album, Strength of One. It's out, I think, now. Just have a dog that looks like her. So cute. Hey, Sue. So y'all go and email. Check out David's work here. There's the email. I mean, just a, and that's just one album, okay? That's just one album. Hi, Mimi. That's just one album. He's got scads and stuff in Spanish and the whole thing. You just got to check it out. Do some research, just like you do. I mean, there's scads of albums and performances here. So I just want you all to know who he is, because you hear these people singing these songs about the dogs, and you wonder, well, who's the WooF Play band? Pam Sellers, hey there. And Sue was saying, Suzanne Roth, just real quick, I used to have a dog that looked like Princess. I loved her, and she loved me. If I was sleeping on the couch, she'd come over and move my arm to make sure it's okay. You see, that's who they are. They're amazing. They're amazing. Now, let's move over to WooF Driver real quick. Now, this is one of the adventures that the WooF Driver does, okay? And then I'm going to play an AC/DC parody that David's doing about the one of the WooF Driver's tunes. That we took the whole AC/DC, made an album's worth of most of their hits and some of the album cuts of a lot of the AC/DC tunes that you guys would probably recognize for sure, and put them into parodies. You know, like Weird Al Yankovic does parodies. You know, you take a hit song or a recognizable record by a major artist and turn the words into something totally different. And these are all about the dogs. It's harmless. Okay, nothing nasty, dirty, or anything. It's dogs. Okay, love of dogs. I keep saying that. Whatever the case. Sue had a little bit more to say there. I don't want to. I'm having trouble with this thing here. These are very delicate little devices, as you well know. I woke up, you play together after you woke you up. Yeah, that's what they do. And Buster stick his nose under the covers. They get up, let's go play bone. Get my frisbee, bring it to me. That's what they do. So meanwhile, let's look at a WooF Driver adventure right here. This is called Maze Chasing. Now, y'all probably don't know what that is. He's going to explain it to you. It's just what he does with his husky pack, okay? It's amazing stuff. He has this property that's a part of where he is out in the Maryland countryside. And he's able to, a friend lets him take his dogs and do this free ranging and maze chasing. Free ranging means that they're just out running leash free. And that was the goal in that song Princess, was to get her to be leash free. Yeah, he is an awesome guy. There's no doubt. I mean, he's one of a kind. I don't know anybody else like him. How many one of a kind people do we know? I mean, you know, Donald Trump's one of them, but he's politics. This is totally different, okay?
I'm about to turn it over, and you can watch Zorro explain this all to you as we go.
I'm going to turn this back here.
Top of the afternoon, everybody. This is the WooF Driver coming at you live once again. You might hear Zorro in the background, some of the WooF pack. You're live with us today on the Amazing Chase course. I'm about to turn the camera over. And we've been doing a lot of live broadcasts lately. Dogs have been very active, been able to get a lot of signal where I'm at, and lots of good stuff's happening. Stay tuned tonight, by the way. Britt will be bringing you the WooF Driver news, and she's got a continuation of last week's show. All kinds of good stuff. I'm about to turn it over, and you can watch Zorro. I'll explain this all to you as we go. Okay, guys. We're ready, Jimmy.
Zorro's the black and white one. All the rest are white. Princess and
Here's the WooF pack.
Jag and Zar.
We're waiting on a flag. This is what we do. We chase a flag. There's Princess there. There's Zorro there. There's Chase on the left side of Zorro. Got a flag attached to a string. This is referred to normally as lure coursing.
Lure
but
coursing.
I made it husky style. And there we go. You're going to see Zorro getting speeds of around 30 miles per hour. He's chasing the flag. And here he comes. We'll try to keep the camera on, folks. Okay, Chase is trying to butt him off. Cut him off. And Princess is going the other way for the flag. Because she's smarter than them all. Took a woman to figure that one out. Okay. They're going down the course. And see, what's happening is, this is part of their prey instinct. They're very prey-driven. Here they come flying. That's Chase and that's Zorro. Yeah, got it by Zorro. He's hard to get by. What happens is, they're chasing a flag, if you will, that's on a string that goes round and round on about 4 acres. Power-by machine. As I said, this is referred to workhorse, and it's normally a sighthound sport because
Sighthounds.
that's its keen vision. But a lot of breeds can truly enjoy this. That's why I'm showing you the Husky breed doing it now. Now the Huskies have a lot more endurance than sighthounds. Oh, he's right on the flag, right here, folks. I don't know if you can see. So Jim stopped the flag. Jim's running the machine right now. Jim part of the WooF driver pit crew. And Jim stopped the machine to fake it out. Kind of like a cat and mouse. So lure coursing, like I said, most breeds can learn to enjoy this. Because again, it goes with their prey instinct and their prey drive. Gives them a chance to really explore it. I've got a mileage meter on the 2 GPS powers in case you're not familiar with me. That's how I track
That
them.
motor's a little loud on that's moving the flag.
Yeah,
But
Jim just stopped it. Going the other way. And there's Princess. And Princess is about 12 years old. And she's just as vivacious as ever. So chase this flag. As I said, most breeds can learn to enjoy it. And you see, Princess is confused because she didn't know the flag got away. Again, sighthounds, because they're so keen and they hunt with their sights. So therefore, this sport is a natural for them. With other dogs who are more scent driven, there's the flag, I'll show it to you. They're going by scent and the flag has no scent. So it's harder for them to find, but just that little, when they pick up a visual on it, it drives them crazy and they go for it. Now, 2 of my dogs really enjoy it. You're watching Zorro and Princess right there. Here comes Zorro. You hear Princess yelling at the flag. And what we did was, I don't know if you can see this, but we actually had to make the string. You might have saw the flag go up in the air for a sec. We had to make the string go up in the air because the dogs were trapping the flag. They were getting smarter than we are. Well, that's not too hard. And they were actually trapping the flag. But traditionally in lure
you're right,
coursing, the dogs don't catch the flag, but we're dealing with Huskies here, so anything can happen. Huskies are a breed of their own, of course. They're closest relation to the wolf. They're very independent and very prey-driven, so very stubborn. And lots of endurance, much more than sighthounds. So therefore, I had to make this equipment. Okay, Zorro got it. Good boy, Zorro. Down. Good boy. So all this equipment is custom built because standard equipment out there for this sport, again, I call Amazing Chase. It's referred to as lure coursing. You can find some machines on the internet. None of them are really commercially available. They're available on the net, but they're almost all custom built to order. But they make them old and they build them all the same. They're usually built with car batteries because these are made to be portable. It's the Princess. Because people take them to fields and they set up courses and they change directions and they set them up in different areas and they have meets. It's really a pretty interesting sport. Some places, as I'm aware of, here goes Princess. Some places are actually. Okay, so Zorro, see you see the flag going up in the air. So that's why Zorro's look up in the air. We gotta buy Zorro. He's already get by. He sometimes will step on the string to bring the flag to him. Essentially, it stops the machine, and then he can run over to the flag or bring it to him. That's Chase. Chase is just here to mill around and jump on Zorro when he can, and his other wolf pack buddies, mainly Jag and Zorro. Princess he won't be jumping on because she says, I'm not having any of that. So, with this sport, as I understand, they've set up courses, I believe in South Carolina, probably in some other states too, where you can actually participate. They have
glad you're here.
roped off sections, kind of like
We're looking at maze chasing, lure coursing, they call it. They're chasing a flag on a string. It's hilarious.
A run.
Taking a break now.
So right now, sometimes these machines overheat. That's the biggest problem with them. And that's why the ones I'm telling you that are available are the battery operated ones. They overheat very quickly. So what we did was we made our own electric versions They're a little slower. These machines can usually run a flag around upwards of 40 miles per hour because that's the speed a sighthound can run, like a greyhound, if you will. And huskies, other breeds, a lot of other breeds, their high end's going to be about 30 miles per hour. But what was happening is, because a sighthound does a lap or two and they're done, anything more and the machines overheat. So to make this husky proof, where they can do this all day if they prefer. I mean, Lazara's literally gotten 18 miles out of chasing a flag before. That's right. You heard me right. 18.18. So that's a lot of times up and down this course. Remember, this course is about 4 acres. So a complete lap is about 5/8 of a mile, maybe a half a mile, if you will. And
yes, Paul.
so I had to build these so they can run all day pretty much.
So
They still do overheat, but they're not near as sensitive.
So I'm going to break this down. I mean, y'all, you know,
we could watch this all day. That particular video actually is over an hour. It's an hour and a half, actually, if you were to go to watch it. Now, here's what you do. You want to watch all this stuff? Real easy. I'm just getting this off of our website, which is alldognetwork.com. Alldognetwork.com has, go up to the top, it's got exclusives, it's got adventures, it's got animal insights, it's got the WooF Tunes live, more of that music. It's got just for fun, then it's got hosts. And hosts is me and the other folks that do these live shows of all kinds of different stuff. All the WooF Ditty shows are there. So you can go watch the adventures and you click on all the stuff he's, I mean, there's a bunch. You can spend a lot of time watching these adventures and these guys with the WooF driver. So it's all there for you. It's like going into Disneyland with no charge. No charge. Okay? So let me go do something here, like I promised I would do. Sometimes I say stuff and I forget to do it because I get carried away with all requests or stuff. We talk about the dog biting thing. We haven't got to that yet. Just let me do something here. Let me go to let me get this up because I want to do the AC/DC thing. Tributes. Okay, here we go. Tributes. Let's see here. We got so many things here. Let me find what I'm looking for. When you go to wooftunes.com, you see, go all the way down, you see tags, and it's got all the different blocks of all this different material. And right now I'm going to the AC/DC tributes. Okay. And let's see what I can find. I'll play this thing. While you're listening to David sing this AC/DC parody.
It is such a dog's life, they will turn up the light, and happiness comes into view.
Show you the Bernese.
Yes, dogs are life's best finds, always taming our minds. There is nothing that they won't do. They're there when it's worse, they'll cheer us up fast. They know how to warm and love. You'll be sorry about tonight. Deep down inside, their plan is to comfort and hug. Dogs got the touch we love so much. Dogs got the touch we love so much. Their touch is so furry, their touch is so warm. This kind of friendship that can weather any storm. Dogs got the touch we love so much.
Right. Yeah, it does.
Got the faces of angels making us grin. Bodies of athletes with pure charm. They'll deal with danger, protecting our kin. They'll entice us with their thundering hearts. They're there when it's worse. They'll cheer us so fast.
Yeah, they are.
Dogs are full of so much care. Life is never hard when dogs are your cast. They're like a fairy teddy bear. Dogs got the touch
teddy bear there.
Love so much. You know it's a dog's touch. We love so much.
Hi, Mary.
Their touch is so furry. Their touch is so warm. This kind of friendship that can weather any storm. Dogs got the touch. We love so much. We love so much. Dogs got the touch. We love so much. You know it's a dog's touch. We love so much. We really love to feel a dog touch so much. Dogs, you know you're getting me. Much too much. Ow, dogs got the touch. Even just a dirty touch. We really need their touch. Dogs got that touch. We love so much. Dogs got the touch. We love so much. You know it's a dog's touch. We love so much.
Well, there's an example of an AC/DC parody on Dogs Got the Touch. And these are words that the Wolf Driver wrote, and David Saylor, and took that and did his AC/DC. He can sing just like that. And we did a whole album's worth. So all this is on wolftunes.com for you to check out. And please check out David A. Saylor and Romany Saylor on the internet and look at their material. It'll pop right up. You search them, they'll come up and see all this stuff. Lots of material, great stuff. All kinds of material. And there's stuff in Spanish as well. They both do Spanish stuff. And I think you'll really enjoy it. And you can go ahead and purchase some of that stuff. It's not that expensive. Download some of that stuff. Help these people out. I mean, the record business is not what it used to be. You know, people don't make money in the music business anymore. I mean, you got to go out and make live performances happening. And that's a hard thing in itself. You know what I mean? I mean, the way it works today is the people that are the superstars, the young people, I won't say any names because I don't want to get in any trouble for, you know, letting the cat out of the bag, but those people, you know, their families bought them into the industry. They buy them in. They pay for them to get signed by Sony and so forth and make them superstars. And then they have to pay them back. Hopefully they sell a gazillion albums so they make more money than they have to pay back that was put up and put them out there. But that's the way it works today. It's not like the old days, okay? And so you have to, when people have music and they write it and they toil in the studio and they are so creative and they need to get paid for their efforts, just like, you know, you go paint a house. You're not going to paint a house for free. You need to get paid as a painter. While they're painting music, you know, you need to buy it. No big deal. You listen to it, you should pay for it, you know. The good news is right here, you guys are, you know, all of you, and I'm not saying anything's wrong, everything that the Wolf Driver does, it's a non-profit deal. He just loves the dog so much and can afford, he's fortunate enough to be able to afford to produce this stuff and have it all. Now that we have streaming live Facebook, it's a whole nother world that we're able to put this all out there for you to see it and get familiar. Because otherwise, you wouldn't even know Wolf Tunes was there. You wouldn't know anything about this. I wouldn't, unless you happen to, you know, stumble across it. Somebody said, "Hey, did you see the stuff about dogs? Oh, check this out." It's different. So we can share all this and make it go viral and get everybody involved and go look at these other people's music that they do and participate in that and enjoy that as well, you know. So it's a few bucks, they have a big deal. They deserve it, so you can enjoy it. I pay for it. You know, you go to iTunes, you buy tunes. That's what it's for. Now, I'm going to show you my site real quick, just so you know what I do. And again, these two folks and their family as well. Becky, hi. Glad you joined me. They've done a lot of my jingles, the majority of my jingles that I've done. I've had them sing them, and they're wonderful. They made a lot of good sales out of these jingles. that I've been doing for over 10 years. And that started out when Romany and her brother, he also does stuff. And thanks, Bucky. Great show. Off to bed and after 3 there. Oh boy. See, it's late. Keep up the good work. Big hello to all listeners. Good night, all. And that's from David. He says thank you for the promo and stuff. And we're going to keep talking about this stuff and make sure that you guys get on to David and Romany Saylor and everybody else that's involved over there in the UK that's done this fantastic work for us. So meanwhile, I'm going to show you my site where all these jingles that I produce and have these wonderful singers that contacted me looking for stuff to do that without them, I don't know where I'd be, frankly. You know, I owe them a lot. Gratitude for their participation. So I've got this site. I'm going to show you what this thing looks like. And you can go to jingle.com and check it out. This is my site here. I'm going to refresh it. It's going to go by pretty quick here. Okay, I'm going to refresh it. When you go to it, it does this. Let me close this window a little bit. It's too big. Okay, we're going to make this so you can see this thing. Okay. So, you come on the site and you go to jingleads.com. I'm going to start it over. Welcome to Jingle Ads website. Now, we have a special going on right now. There's no negotiation in the price of a 30-second spot. It's only $5.99 to the end of the year. Our CEO has decided that that's what we're going to do. And to make it easy, you call up, how much is a jingle? Well, it's between this and this, or it depends on what you do. No. It's real simple. It's $5.99 for a 30-second full sing spot or whatever you need. And you can see what it says here. Welcome to Jingle Ads. So this is jingleads.com. There it is. Go check it out. Then you go down here and it's got homes, testimonials, samples, and so forth. But when you take your mouse off of here, it goes to the second page, which again will show you, and I'm going to hover here so you can see. There's the WooF Play Band pretty much. There's me up in the top corner. There's David. There's Rebecca. There's Alvin. There's David's son right there. He also plays guitar and does disco tracks. There's Romany. There's Jackie. There's there's Yvonne behind the arrow. That's David's wife. Then you've got Mr. Harper there. Then you got Georgia. That's another daughter of David, who also is a great singer. There's her name eludes me right now. She sang a couple of tunes too. Bleeman, Sarah. So there we are. And there's what the second page looks like. It's Jingle Ads, team of composers, writers, vocalists, musicians producing jingles for companies nationwide. Okay. There's my vanity number, 888-WE-DO-JINGLES, or 888-933-6546. Call to discuss, blah, blah, blah. And then we go to the next page, which will give you, here's some of our clients. Gives you all the clients. We've done a bunch of different stuff. Just all kinds of stuff. And if you want to click here to hear samples, then you click here. And we've got 2 sample reels here that you can play that have samples. So if you were to click on, there's 2 different reels, one here, one here. And this is kind of what this sounds like.
Got homes, we will buy it. We can sell it in 90 days or less. Let's shop.
There's David singing this jingle.
Drive the USA, the Ed Bozarth way, the most
It's a Chevrolet dealer in Las Vegas.
Make my back feel better. Casino Mattress Express. Call 888-STUDIO2. Let some race to try to slide on you. North Point Heating
So that one there is David and Romney singing, and then here's part of the other reel real quick. David singing this one, I think. Let that load up here real quick.
For a job done right, night or day, call Public Systems USA.
So it goes on and on. That's my site, and there's testimonials here with some videos we've done as well, video commercials. John's Incredible Pizza, Incredibear, just stuff we've done over the years. It's up in Michigan and Canada. Auto dealerships up in the New York area.
We're your all-American dealer. Diamond Chevy is our name.
Diamond Chevy.
We got your brand new Chevrolet waiting to deliver. Diamond Chevy is our name.
So all this stuff. That's jingleads.com. That was David singing that one. So this is what we do. So you know anybody needs a jingle, have them call me. 888 we do jingles. Jingleads.com. There's the site. And I do offer referral fees for referrals. So anybody that's watching this, they refer it, you have a handsome referral coming your way for the referral for the work, should we make the sale, which we probably, hopefully will. There's not a lot of people out there doing this anymore. That's what we found by a lot of our clients. They search and on the internet, and you know, our site comes up, Jingle Ads, pretty much on the front page of Google and Bing, both the major search engines, when people are searching the word jingles, which is 90% of the search words that you use when you want to jingle. So I thought I'd show you that stuff, tell you about David tonight and Romney and the singers that we have in our band, get more personal, get to know who we are. We're real people that do this stuff, and we just love it. I mean, we grew up as musicians and players, and you know, and we're able to play with different people that all of you kind of know, some of the people that all of us have worked with on the road over our years of being musicians and so forth. And then in our later years decided to do other things, you know, produce our stuff at home, in studios, do our own material. I do jingles, whatever, any material, help people record, master stuff for them, and write stuff. And it's an ongoing affair. It's a lot of fun, and we just have fun doing it, just like we have fun doing the dog show. I mean, there's just really all there is to it, is having fun. So tonight we had a great time covering most all this material. The only thing I haven't gotten to that I want to mention is, so that whoever watches the show back that asks about the dog biting, let's go for a few things. Managing controlling puppy biting problems can be a major challenge for us dog lovers. It starts out as a bit of fun, but needs to be controlled quickly to avoid ongoing problems. Because for most young puppies, okay, and I believe the one, thank you, Paul, most young puppies, and this young lady who was saying it the other night, I don't have the post in front of me, but I think she said it was an 8-month-old. So it's perfectly natural and essential phase to go through, especially when they're teething. So they love to sink their sharp little fangs into just about anything during this teething stage, including the hands and feet of the owner. Bummer. In some cases, it's like you bought a snappy alligator into your home instead of a cuddly little puppy that you'd hope for. The good news is that most puppies can be trained to regulate and minimize that biting pretty easily. And the sooner you start to educate your puppy in, called bite inhibition, having a soft mouth, it is easier it will be for all concerned. So how do you stop it? Well, there are lots of proven training methods to help correct the puppy's behavioral problems. Before you get into specific techniques, you have to stop your puppy from biting, and always keep these general dog behavior rules in mind. General stuff. Socialize the puppy, and bite inhibition training go hand in hand. So the more they're with other people and other things, the less they're going to do it. Which kind of makes sense if you think why they're doing it. They're probably asking, you know, they want attention. Never slap or hit the puppy in the face. That does not work. Your puppy will just think you're playing and could be afraid of you. This could even lead to more bigger problems than simple puppy nipping. Don't slap or ever hit them in the face. A general rule to stop puppy biting problems is to always encourage acceptable behavior and always discourage unacceptable behavior. To learn more about this fundamental rule of obedience training, of how to stop the biting problems, you might want to go to the web and check out The Secrets of a Professional Dog Trainer. It's called Secrets of a Professional Dog Trainer. You might want to Google that. And while you're trying to stop the puppies from biting, never play tug of war. You know, Buster plays tug of war, but he doesn't bite. Never has. He never nipped even, really. Very little. Like when he wants to play tug of war, like the frisbee, throws it, you know, he pull it, shakes his head, won't let it out of his mouth, drop it. He knows what drop it, leave it means, but he won't do it. He wants you to play tug of war with the bone, whatever, to get it out of his mouth, and finally you can fake him out, you know, and get him to open his mouth, let him grab it out, and then throw it again. That's a game we play, but that's different. At least, so if you're trying to do, never play tug of war, wrestling, or chase games, chase it with them. It only encourages the biting and nipping if they're not already stopped biting or never did bite. Whatever method you do end up using that works, be consistent. Okay, it means for you and anyone else that comes in contact must enforce that strategy every time your puppy takes a nip. You know, so that's hard to do when you have people around who don't know that you're training them not to do it. So you have to work clearly on that. If you don't clearly communicate with your dog that biting is unacceptable, he will not know that he's doing anything wrong. It's up to you to show him what acceptable behavior is, and just don't expect your puppy to know this. You're really taking on a role of his litter mates for this task. Like don't bite my other little litter mates, my brothers and sisters. Another extreme reason that puppies can bite is if they're trying to assert their dominance over you. If this is the case with your puppy, it must be stopped immediately. When you have a dominant puppy, his biting will only be the beginning of many behavioral problems. To learn how to establish your position as the dominant one or leader, you have to learn some other things here. The goal is to teach your puppy how to control the force of his or her biting, the force. Your puppy's litter mates will initiate this process, and when it comes, see, if you're not with the litter anymore, that's another thing. And so nothing's guaranteed. So it's a little bit of a challenge. If you catch the biting problem early on, it may be easy to rectify. You may redirect the biting from your flesh to a toy or a chew bone right away. Have a wonderful night with Ditty and your family. Please take care. I will. Thanks for joining us, Paul Martin. You're great. You're great. I love your comments, and I'm glad you're enjoying things. For very young puppies, this method is often all you need to do. Is you switch it. Instead of they start to bite you, get a toy and let them bite that. As soon as your puppy starts to bite your hands, just let out a firm no and replace your fingers with the chew toy. Or ice cube if the puppy is teething, an ice cube. So, I could go on and on in here because I'm looking on the internet as well. Well, if I were you, the site that I have here that I'll tell you what I'm looking at so you know. It's called not slash up. Yeah, a little line. I don't even know what you call that on the keyboard anymore. Dash. Dog-obedience-training-review.com. Dog-obedience- the little line dash training. Dog/obedience-training-review.com, if you can remember that. Hyphen. Thank you. I should have gone to school. I knew there was a reason I shouldn't have dropped out. Darn. Becky, she's my teacher. She's helped me with all this stuff. That's so cool. Hyphen. So, dog-obedience-training-review.com. Dog Obedience Training Review. Dog Obedience Training Review with hyphens in between those, and then .com, if you can remember that. It'll be on the show here when it saves. So whoever needs biting information of how to stop the puppy biting, proven techniques, go there. It's all there, what I've been looking at as well, and there's a lot more. So we're going to sign off tonight. We're going to play the ditty one more time. I'm funny. I'm not too smart. I'm glad I'm at least, somebody thinks I'm funny or whatever, goofy. Thank you so much. We're going to play the ditty because we were on this guy the beautiful Bernese Mountain Dog. Look at these puppies. This was our breed of the night. And thank you, Becky and Paul. Thanks, WooF Ditty. Thank you. You're welcome. So the Bernese Mountain Dog, we'll play the ditty about him one more time, then we're going to say goodnight. Benny, the Bernese Mountain Dog.
We're gonna rock and roll tonight with Benny, Bernese Mountain Dog. You know, Benny is a large, strong, sturdy, agile kind of dog.
Oh,
He's
little.
shiny as a penny. That's Benny.
Shiny as a penny.
His body is slightly longer than his tail. A handsome, very handsome, loving male. His teeth, neat in the scissors bite. Lets him chomp his food. He's old just right at night. That's Benny, the Bernese Mountain Dog. Shiny as a penny is my Benny. Now, base color of Benny is black. Look here, he has a white blaze on his chest and white on his head.
Yeah, they're cute.
To the tip of his tail.
Thank you, Deborah.
All blaze white.
I'll say hi to
But
Buster.
wait, he's got rust color on his cheeks. Reach to the corners of his mouth, plus over each eye reach. That's Benny. On both sides of his chest is still a rust color on four legs. Underneath his tail where he sits to rest. That's Benny. Shiny as a penny, my beautiful Benny, the Bernese Mountain Dog. Look here, as added bonus,
Good night, Mimi.
Cart, but wouldn't you know it? He's very, very, very smart. That's a Benny, the Bernese Mountain Dog. Rock and roll for me, Benny. You're shining as a penny, my Benny.
That's right.
The Bernese Mountain Dog. Benny, the Bernese Mountain
Shiny as a
Dog.
penny, my Benny.
Come on, Benny, let's rock out of here.
I love Benny the Bernese Mountain Dog. He's beautiful. I love those dogs. Consistent color. So thanks for watching tonight. We covered a lot of ground tonight. And again, go back and watch the show. It'll be saved. Then it'll be on All Dog Network, alldognetwork.com tomorrow with the ditty, the lyrics to the ditty, and all the stuff we talked about. Go back and review those who came in late or didn't get it all. Lots of information tonight. We had a good show, and it's all good. So y'all have a great night. Then we'll see you tomorrow night, Friday. I'm trying to make it earlier so y'all aren't up too late on a good weekend night. Okay, I'm going to jump and jam right out of here right now. Jumping and jamming with our dogs. Thank you, Becky. Everybody have a great night. Thanks so much for tuning in. Share with your friends on the alldognetwork.com, alldognetwork.com. Tell them to go there, get their head around what we're doing, and then tell them about the live shows that the WooF Ditty has every night. In behalf of the WooF driver and everyone, have a great one. Good night, Paula. From Tennessee, Paris. See y'all.